Was he good, kisser?
Wow. Y'all mean this?
I don't want to, it hurts.
You're a real
We were children. We were children.
So SZA and Drake's short-lived fling happened in 2008, and nobody knew they dated until 2020, when Drake rapped about it on the song Mr. Right Now. He sings, "Yeah, she wanna F to some SZA, wait, cause I used to date SZA back in 08. SZA had to set the record straight when the song came out. She tweeted saying that they actually dated in 2009. And that Drake innocently rapped 08 because it rhymed in the song, but it makes a big difference because in 2008, SZA was 17 years old, and in 2009, she was 18.
I'm not big on what people think, so that's a must. Exactly. Now, I've been thinking about a guest performance. Deep.
And he's obviously headlining halftime Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Why is he the perfect person for halftime show this upcoming season?
Because for the people.
The people.
Yeah, and I mean, he's killed it this year.
Drake and SZA's brief fling, which lasted a few months, remained under wraps until 2020. Drake revealed it in his song, Mr. Right Now, rapping, "Yeah, she wanna F to some SZA, wait, cause I used to date SZA back in 08. SZA later clarified on Twitter that they actually dated in 2009, not 2008. She explained that Drake's use of 2008 was likely just for rhyme's sake. The distinction was important, as in 2008, SZA was 17, while in 2009, she was 18, making the timeline difference significant. The clarification sparked public discussion around the age gap.
Would you and Kendrick together consider doing a joint album? Like, we would love to see.
I would love that.
I think that would be amazing. He's such a genius, and he's part of his genius is like him being so elusive. So
It looks like SZA is done staying quiet about her past with Drake and might be ready to spill some serious tea about his questionable past. While it's no secret that they had a brief fling years ago, things got messy when Drake casually mentioned in a song that SZA was 17 at the time. Considering the controversy surrounding Drake's relationships with younger women, SZA is reportedly looking back on their fling in a new light. Fans are wondering if she's finally ready to speak out about the situation, but that's not all. SZA and Kendrick Lamar aren't just teaming up for the Super Bowl halftime show. Rumors are swirling that they're also working on a joint album. This project could dive deeper into allegations about Drake, which would only add fuel to the fire of the Kendrick-Drake beef. Given their past tension, this collaboration could be a game changer. So, is SZA gearing up to expose Drake like never before? What exactly did she reveal about their past, and how does she feel about their relationship now? Things are about to get interesting.
I can't.
This is honest. What should I ask? Oh. Okay, is Drake a good kisser?
Oh!
That's why I said fuck you in advance.
Oh! I like you. Hey, you?
I knew you were gonna do something that was so.
We have to gag him.
You did.
So?
Oh, wow.
She's not gonna answer. He must have been terrible.
She did. She answered.
Was he good, kisser?
Wow. Y'all mean this?
I don't want to, it hurts.
You're a real
We were children. We were children.
That was the sound of lies.
2009, we were children. Real shit.
I mean, it's a simple good or not good.
Yeah, it's really easy. And the fact that you don't want to say one is very tough.
During her recent appearance on Hot Ones with Keke Palmer and Issa Rae, SZA had everyone talking, not because of the spicy wings, but because of how she dodged a messy question about Drake. While playing a game of truth or dare to promote their new comedy project, Keke put SZA on the spot, asking if Drake was a good kisser. Instead of answering, SZA skillfully avoided the question, hinting that she was too young when their fling happened to comment on it.
I
This is
can't.
honest. What should I ask? Oh. Okay, is Drake a good kisser?
Oh!
That's why I said fuck you in advance.
Oh! I like you. Hey, you?
I knew you were gonna do something that was so.
We have to gag him.
You did.
So?
Oh, wow.
She's not gonna answer. He must have been terrible.
She did. She answered.
Was he good, kisser?
Wow. Y'all mean this?
I don't want to, it hurts.
You're a real
We were children. We were children.
That was the sound of lies.
2009, we were children, real shit.
I mean, it's a simple good or not good.
Yeah, it's really easy. And the fact that you don't want to say one.
SZA kept things playful during her Hot Ones appearance, but a particular moment quickly went viral, reigniting discussions about Drake's history with young women. When Keke Palmer asked if Drake was a good kisser, SZA avoided the question entirely, hinting that she was too young when their fling happened. The clip reminded fans of Drake's long-standing pattern of getting involved with younger women, along with his history of disrespecting women who've rejected him. This isn't the first time people have pointed out Drake's troubling behavior toward women, especially black women. One example is his 2022 album Her Loss, particularly the opening track, Rich Flex, where he raps, "All of you hoes need to remember who you're talking to. It's the SL Gang CEO." Then, on Circo Loco, he raps, "This be asterisk, 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 asterisk lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion," which many took as a direct jab at Megan Thee Stallion. Rumors suggested Drake wasn't defending Tory Lanez, but rather harboring bitterness after Megan allegedly rejected him. This disrespectful trend isn't new for Drake. When he first entered the game, his music mainly focused on his rise to fame and love life in Toronto. However, as jokes and memes about him being too soft began circulating, they seemed to fuel his transition into a more aggressive, hyper-masculine image. By the time Nothing Was the Same dropped in 2013, Drake was fully embracing this tough guy persona. But it wasn't just about his music. His actions off the mic were equally concerning. In 2014, his security team member Baka Not Nice faced disturbing criminal charges involving a 22-year-old woman. Despite the gravity of the situation, Drake didn't distance himself from Baka. In fact, he signed Baka to his label right after his release from prison, further complicating his public image.
And when my brother fought out of jail, there was a lot of different paths that he could have took. Baka. And he decided to focus on music. And when he was focused on music, maybe people thought, oh, okay, all right, it's a little fake. So look, it's an honor. It's an honor and a pleasure. I just wanna hand this. I wanna give this pen to my brother. I love you.
Congratulations, bro.
New York.
Hey, Bucka, congratulations, my brother.
Yeah. Official. New York City, we appreciate you tonight. OBO. Not nice. Yeah.
The whole Baka situation was a major blow to Drake's nice guy image, exposing it as nothing more than a role he played. Not only did Drake continue to be friends with someone accused of disturbing crimes against women, but he also actively supported and promoted him. This moment revealed a darker side to Drake's persona, one that many fans had overlooked. When it comes to misogyny in Drake's music, the red flags are hard to ignore. On his 2015 mixtape, What a Time to Be Alive with Future, he literally tells women to shut up and take what's coming to them. By 2016, with the release of Views, Drake was fully leaning into a borderline insulting persona. On the track Child's Play, he opens with a sample that shames women for dating athletes, then later threatens to send a woman back to the hood if she crosses him. In Hotline Bling, he bitterly sings about a woman moving on from him, shaming her for simply living her life. By the time Scorpion dropped in 2018, Drake was still perpetuating these toxic ideas, painting women as lost without his guidance. Drake also has a troubling pattern of obsessing over women, only to turn on them when they reject or move on. One of the most notable examples is his relationship with Rihanna. After Chris Brown's 2009 attack on Rihanna, Drake publicly supported her. Years later, they briefly dated, but when Rihanna made it clear she wasn't interested in anything serious, Drake's true colors began to show. Instead of respecting her decision, Drake threw shade and, even worse, collaborated with Chris Brown on 2 songs. He continued to diss Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, even though Rihanna hasn't mentioned him in years. The last time she publicly addressed him was in 2018, recalling the cringe-worthy moment at the VMAs when Drake embarrassed her by professing his love.
But most of all, we love the woman who hasn't changed since day one. She's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old.
In her 2018 Vogue interview, Rihanna opened up about that awkward VMAs moment when Drake publicly professed his love for her. She admitted that sitting through his speech was probably the most uncomfortable part, saying, "I don't like too many compliments and I don't like to be put on blast." When asked if she still talks to Drake, Rihanna revealed they no longer have a friendship. That was the last public mention of Drake from Rihanna in 7 years, until Drake decided to bring it up again. On his 2023 album For All the Dogs, Drake took shots at Rihanna, calling her bedroom skills average and bragging that he's been with better women. As if that wasn't enough, he threw more shade at her in his diss track Family Matters, where he bragged about sleeping with Rihanna before A$AP Rocky and mocked Rocky for being a family man. In his rap, he says, "I didn't even know you rap still, 'cause they only talk about your fit again, probably gotta have a kid again before you think you drop any ish again." It sounds like Drake's criticizing prioritizing family over career, which is a strange stance to take, and let's not forget his odd obsession with Halle Berry, who Drake has consistently gushed over in interviews. Despite his clear admiration, Berry has never shown any interest in him, making his behavior all the more uncomfortable.
You really have, like, let's say she wasn't.
Yeah.
Would you seriously consider?
Like being with her?
Yeah.
100%.
Really?
Of course. What do you mean? I feel like she would be here right now, sitting right there. Nothing was the same. September 24th, what's up? She would be here, turned to the max.
She would have the Jaden Smith t-shirt on?
She would be like, OVO had to toe Tim's. You'd be like, Halle just came here wearing Tim's?
Drake has been openly obsessed with Halle Berry for years, often calling her his ultimate fantasy in interviews and saying he'd totally date her if she weren't already in a relationship. But he didn't stop there. His comments in his music got even weirder. In his 2013 verse on Migos' Versace remix, he rapped, "Take a famous girl out where there's no paparazzi. I'm trying to give Halle Berry a baby, and no one can stop me." The line raised eyebrows, but things took an even creepier turn when Drake released Slime You Out with SZA from his For All the Dogs album. The cover art featured a photo of Halle Berry being slimed at the 2012 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. The choice of image felt disrespectful and gross, especially considering Drake's history of objectifying her. It seemed like a bizarre and uncomfortable way to keep pushing his obsession with her. Before we dive into why Halle Berry was upset with Drake, it's important to note a conspiracy theory. Some believe that the Nickelodeon slime represents humiliation, with slime symbolizing something gross and degrading, adding a darker layer to Drake's choice of imagery. When Drake dropped the cover for Slime You Out featuring a photo of Halle Berry getting slimed at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, it stirred up a lot of drama. Fans immediately called him out, labeling him a weirdo and criticizing the creepy line he'd written about wanting to have a baby with her. But it wasn't just the fans who were upset. Halle Berry herself called Drake out for using that particular photo. After the song dropped, Halle posted something cryptic on Instagram, saying, "Sometimes you have to be the bigger guy, even if you're a woman." When one of her followers asked what she thought about Drake using the photo, Halle replied, "Didn't get my permission. That's not cool. I thought better of him." She added, "That's why I posted what I did today. When people you look up to disappoint you, you just have to rise above it and move on." The drama escalated when Drake's diehard fans started defending him, arguing that since the photo was owned by Getty, he didn't need Halle's permission to use it. That's when Halle decided to clarify things. She explained it wasn't about the legal aspect, it was about the fact that Drake had actually reached out to her for permission to use the photo, and she said no. Most likely, she turned him down because of the meaning behind the image. But according to Halle, Drake ignored her response and used it anyway. When someone on Instagram asked why she was so upset, she simply replied, "Because he asked."